Go check out Coach Sherry. Appreciate her for stopping by my Buy Me a Coffee. Because, like I said, we got it filled out for you. You did got you a prime example, but everything and how to fill it out. Put your products in there. These are how the freebies look. You can go ahead and do freebies too. That way it ain't always about, oh, well, I don't want them to think I'm grifting. Well, you ain't got to grift. Hell, they can pick up
From a
info for
conversion perspective.
free.
When you look at your website, I want you to look at your website just like your store, right? Like, yeah, is it messy? Are people greeting you at the front door? Is it easy to communicate? Is it easy to see the products available? Do you have clear signage about the different products you have, right? Are you indicating the proper product labels, right? All of these different things are also related to optimizing your website too, and you need to make sure that you don't neglect them. The next is eliminate fluff. Don't try to hit a word count, right? A lot of times you have multiple paragraphs of about me section, right? And don't get me wrong, the about me section is great. It lets your customers know who you are, what you're all about, your philosophies, and your cultural values and your mission, the values and principles. But a lot of times your customers don't really care, right? So keep it short, keep it simple, put things that you want your customers to see that would prompt them to purchase. So maybe top brands, maybe exclusive brands, maybe latest drops. It could be discounted deals and sales, whatever it is. Those are the things that your customers want, and you want to make sure that you have them showcased properly on your website first. Now next, local SEO. So all this is, and this is something you're very familiar with, it involves optimizing your online presence to attract more businesses from local searches on Google, right? So this, simply put, is ensuring your dispensary appears on top of Google searches when somebody types in cannabis dispensary near me, right? So just like how you'd find a restaurant by typing in restaurant near me, your customer will be doing exactly the same. So the key points on this is, one, you understand that most customers search online before visiting a dispensary. Very few people go drive around the streets and find, oh, this is the dispensary that I want to look at. Now, obviously, physical location is incredibly important, more so for the convenience of things, but in terms of how people find you, they're going to find you online first before visiting your store. The next one is you want to optimize for local SEO, which increases visibility in the search results, right? So you have your SEO, and a lot of times people associate SEO with blog writing. So what's the difference between THC and CBD? What are terpenes? How do I bake the best weed brownie, right? All of these things can also be optimized for SEO, but the problem is those are more so, let's say, informational SEO. When somebody goes online and they're looking for these specific things, they may or may not make a purchase, right? The increased traffic to your website is a definite plus, but optimizing for local SEO in where your specific area is, you probably have a catchment area of a couple miles around your store, depending on how much competition is around you. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you optimize locally first so that you can make as much money as possible from your SEO strategy. A couple key tactics, obviously your Google business profile, that's like one of the main things. Then you have to do the optimization, local backlinks and citations, and then generating positive reviews. You want to make sure your website has written content relevant to your dispensary. Again, not just what's the difference between THC and CBD, but what is the relevant content for your specific dispensary. The next is from the action item standpoint, is you want to encourage your customers to leave satisfied. You want to encourage your satisfied customers to leave reviews, right? Ideally, don't ask disgruntled customers to leave reviews. That's not very helpful. 2, you want to ensure your business information is accurate and up to date, including your hours, address, and phone number, also known as your NAP, so your name, address, phone number, but your hours is also very, very important too. Add high quality photos of your dispensary, right? Now, you need to make sure you follow Google's guidelines, because I've had clients that have had these issues where you have just a manager, right, where they have been told to upload photos to the Google business profile, which, boom, yes, it's good for SEO, but you need to make sure you follow those guidelines. So no pricing, no pictures of products, all these different things. You need to make sure that happens, because you don't want your Google business profile suspended. The next is you want to also respond to reviews, both positively and negatively. You're going to get negative reviews at some point in time, right? But you need to make sure that people who end up looking at those reviews see that you're a company that will make it right? Not just a company that is just going to completely disregard whatever it is and any complaint that somebody has, right? The next one is you also want to sign up for the top directories like Yelp, Yellow Pages, and Bing. So the reason why you do that is not specifically to get traffic from these platforms, but what it does, it puts your brand online. So similar to this point about updating your hour, address, and phone number, right? What Google does is it scrapes the internet to see if this information is up to date and correct across a bunch of the top directories. So if your information and hours are the same on Yelp, and the same on Yellow Pages, and the same on Bing, and the same on Apple Maps, and you name it, and is the same across the internet, what ends up happening is that Google then says, oh, okay, this information is accurate, up to date, and correct. So I have a high confidence level that I can showcase this brand towards people who are looking on Google. Because Google only cares about their customers, which are also your customers. But you want to make sure that Google also trusts you, so that Google can put you a lot higher. After that, we have email marketing. So email marketing is we want to send messages to people through email. It helps build relationships, share news, promote products, and also increase sales. An example would be a dispensary promotes a weekend sale by sending an email with a personalized greeting, pictures of products on sale, and a button for a 20% off order to increase sales. Now, I have combined email marketing and SMS marketing in the past, but kind of seeing the trend of how SMS is doing, I'm typically not a fan from a marketing standpoint to go against platforms in general. So what I mean by that is Google Ads. Google Ads doesn't allow you to market cannabis online. Facebook ads or Meta ads, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. You also will have a lot of problems. Does that mean there aren't any loopholes that you can get around? Absolutely not. There are tons of loopholes that you can do. In general, though, if you are going through this marketing plan with me and you have not ticked the boxes properly for all the stuff that I'm talking about now, it doesn't make sense to try and make these other platforms work against the grain of what those platforms need. Now, when it comes to SMS, and again, if you're working with companies kind of help you handle this, I guess this is fine, but a lot of these companies that are sending the SMS messages, it's the carriers themselves that are not allowing it. So you have AT&T, you have Verizon that are blocking these cannabis-related messages. Now, it poses a big problem, costs you money, costs you time,